welcome to Hampshire on this rather cold Sunday morning. And the reason I'm up so early is because I'm just about to ride down to Cosham to meet my cycling chum Kathy, as she's invited me to go out for a ride with Gosport Clarion Cycling Club. I have to admit that I'm a little nervous about this because I haven't ridden with any sort of group for about a year now, and I've got my concerns about being able to keep up. But Kathy assures me that it's a social pace, which means the speed isn't going to be desperately high. So I'm sure we're going to have a great day, whatever. Once we left the town, we headed to Stansted Park, which is a rather large 17th century stately home in the Sussex countryside near the town of Emsworth. Once we were there, we headed for the Pavilion Tea Shop, where we refreshed ourselves with a bewildering selection of cakes. And of course, me being me, I ordered the most macho drink on the menu and a Leonardo-sized portion of some very excellent shortbread. One of the downsides of visiting Stansted Park is that you have to ride home via Forest Side, one of the local infamous climbs. It's not desperately steep at 3%, but it just seems to go on forever, really sapping the strength out of your legs. Fortunately though, we rode at a very gentlemanly pace. Well, I really enjoyed that ride. Kathy was right, the pace wasn't desperately high. We averaged about 20 kilometres an hour, and I was able to keep up even on the steeper climbs that we did. Today I did about 41 kilometres, which is the longest ride I've done for about 6 or 7 months. So I'm really pleased with that. And I feel okay. So the lesson I'm going to take away from today is that perhaps I'm a little stronger than I first thought I was. Regular viewers to my channel will know that I've recently booked a trip out to Mallorca. Now, although I've got plenty of time to get fit between now and then, I know from bitter experience that time has this awful habit of creeping up on you, and very soon the taxi will be outside, I'll be on the plane, and before I know it, I'll be huffing and puffing up the climbs, being overtaken by little children on broken tricycles. So this will be my 6th trip out to Mallorca, and I want it to be the best one ever. And by that, what I mean is I want to be able to beat the PRs that I've set out there previously. So to do this, I'm going to have to formulate some kind of training plan to get me from where I am fitness-wise at the moment to where I want to be in September, October time. Initially, this is going to mean sitting down and having a painfully honest look at where I am fitness-wise at the moment. Now, obviously, I'm not super fit, but having said that, I'm not desperately unfit either, so at least I have that in my favour. Then I'll need a very clear idea of the sort of rides that I'll be doing out in Majorca. Luckily for me, I've ridden them before, so I know that a hard day in the saddle could be anything up to 120 kilometres with a couple of thousand metres of climbing. And then it'll be just a question of looking at what free time I have available to train and then trying to replicate those rides. Well, that's the theory at this early stage. Stay tuned and see how I get on. I know it's a bit late, but Happy New Year everyone. Hopefully you've had a wonderful Christmas and 2018 is already shaping up to be an absolutely fantastic year. The big news for me is that a couple of days ago my YouTube channel hit 5,000 subscribers. Now when I first started the channel back in 2006, I never once imagined that the 10 or 12 little films that Tony and I originally posted would have so many viewers. I honestly thought it would be some anorak cyclist in his garage with his dog, and that would be that. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you, anyone who's subscribed, anyone who's ever watched any of the films. I'm just so humbled and grateful. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I couldn't have done it without you. With the new year and this milestone, it seemed like a really good time to update the channel slightly. I'll still be making films about cycling, but I've invested in a couple of new pieces of camera kit, and hopefully that will be reflected in the production values of the films. So, as I've always said, this is as much your YouTube channel as it is mine. So if there's anything that you'd like to see or anything that you'd like to know, please leave a comment below and I'll do my very best to make a film about it. And equally, if you've got any feedback, good or bad, please let me know so that I can make the channel even better. Thanks for watching.